Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hi, I'm Icar if you're new. Today I'll be doing a video about my plants. I know, kind of not my typical video, but it's just been something that's been making me happy. I just wanted to show you guys what I've started with, you know, what I'll be getting in the future and how they're kind of surviving. I've had a few for about a week and a half, 2 weeks now, so just want to update you on that and show you what I've got. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so yes, I've gone a little bit plant lady crazy, but this is just an old notebook that I've already had. It's a little mini notebook, has a divider, and this is where I keep all of my plant receipts, just so that I have the names of the plants just in case. I know that you can also download a plant app where you can just snap a picture and then it'll tell you what the name of the plant is, but I like having these plant receipts here. So for instance, for my peace lily, I start off with the name of the plant, and then underneath I have the botanical name of the plant or the scientific name of the plant. I put down the soil conditions, the water conditions, the light conditions, and even the soil pH. And then I do put other notes on there if I have any. Right now it's looking kind of plain because I just started it. I'll add some more color and highlights into it, but yeah, this is basically just my plant journal, and I keep it for each one of my plants. Alright, let me just stop boring you guys and let's get into the plant tour. Oh, hey, didn't see you there behind my peace lilies. Alright, so first plant we're starting off with is a peace lily plant, also known as Spathiphyllum plant. Guys, I have the hardest time pronouncing these scientific names. This plant is near and dear to my heart because it is actually my first plant that I ever bought. I got this one at IKEA. As you can see, I started to worry because I saw that some of the leaves are dying underneath and some were like turning yellow. So I just looked it up and I tried to revive her. She's looking a little more alive, a little more perked up now. The soil conditions I have for peace lily is to keep the soil moist. It can also tolerate short periods of dry soil. I always heard that it's better to have the soil dry than to overwater the plant and have it rot, and you have root rot, and you don't want that. I do have to water and mist frequently, but it does like humidity, so I'm always just misting it with my mister, which I'll show you guys in a second. The light conditions are no direct sunlight, which I believe I made the mistake of my first week, and it can tolerate fluorescent light. The soil pH is 5.8 to 6.5. And other notes I have about this is it likes to be moist but not soggy. The yellow leaves means that it's soggy. Curled pale leaves means too much light, or scorched leaves, and in that case you would have to move it to the shade. So I just want to show you guys that I did get a 3-way meter. A little fancy schmancy, but it wasn't that expensive at all. I got it from Amazon. It'll tell you the moist, the light, and the pH of your plant. You just switch these to the different settings. Just stick in the probes about 2 inches. Sorry guys, I accidentally burnt myself on my air fryer. You just stick it in. That's what she said. And then it'll tell you how much water it's getting, how light your plant is getting, and it'll also tell you the pH of your plant. So very useful. It was only about $15 on Amazon. Shout out to my aunt who got me this plant and who also got me obsessed with plants, honestly. It's all her fault, so you guys can blame her of why I'm a crazy plant mom. But this is the newest addition to my plant collection. I just put her right next to my peace lily plants. This is the dragon tree plant, also known as Dracaena Marginata, I believe. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Her soil conditions are it needs a well-drained potting mix. So she has drainage holes on the bottom. I haven't watered her just yet because I just got her. But the water conditions is, it's easy to overwater, so you do need to let the soil dry before watering again. And if it starts to yellow, it needs more water. So right now, I just love the little red edges that the plant has. So pretty to me. It best survives in bright light. It can survive in dim, but no full sun. Next up, we're moving on to my aloe vera plant. This is actually also from my aunt. She actually propagated it from her bigger aloe vera plant, and she gave me a little sample. Right next to her, I've got the second plant that I ever got, and it's actually from IKEA. This one is the tiger aloe plant, also known as aloe, I believe it's variegata, because it's a little bit variegated. So actually a lot of variegated. But this is the tiger aloe plant. So pretty. Looks perfect right next to my aloe plant. Keep in mind, guys, I am moving soon, so I just want to put it at a place where it looks nice for now, which is basically my counter. Before I had all these plants on the counter, I actually have supplements like protein and stuff, but they're actually more further that way. Next plant that I have is, I believe, honestly, my prettiest plant that I have. She just has been flourishing ever since I got her. But this is the dumb cane plant, also known as Camilla Dieffenbachia, I believe. She's not picky about her soil, but she does prefer to be more on the moist side. Sorry if you're triggered by that word. This is my perfect opportunity to show you my mister. It is the cutest mister. It's so aesthetic looking right next to my plants. I also got her from Amazon. So yeah, this is my mister. At first she was not working. I'll put a clip of me trying to spray out stuff from her. It literally took me about 100 pumps before I got her to mist correctly. I just got this today. It is a water mister from Amazon. This one was $10, but it's not working, or unless I'm doing it wrong. But you just press it and she just mists all over. She kind of goes all over the place, but she's perfect for plants like this that love to be moist. And her water conditions are, she needs a good watering, and then she needs to be left alone. Water neglect are when the leaves start to shrivel, and then you need to allow the soil to dry out for a more rubbery texture. So if you wanted your plants to be more rubbery, then just allow her to dry out a little bit. The soil pH is between 6.1 to 8.0. Now we're moving on to my side table. I just have a fake succulent right over here. It's actually my apartment warming gift from my mom. This one is also from IKEA. And then this one down below, it is actually a real succulent. It's so beautiful. It's one of my favorites. Got that nice rosette going on. This one is called the Topsy, Turvy, Echeveria, Runyonii. Gosh, these names, guys. And also, shout out to Hockey, I miss you. But this one is going to be that Topsy, Turvy, Echeveria, Runyonii. It pretty much needs the same care as a regular succulent, so I'm not gonna go too much on care for succulents because they're all kind of just broad and the same. Now we are moving on to my other side table, which is basically the snake plant table. All of my snake plants are here. We'll be starting with this mini guy. I also got this one at the same time as I got the dragon tree plant, but this one is the snake plant, also known as Sansevieria cylindrica. And she's just in this cute little pot. This is also from IKEA. Moving on to the next snake plant. This one is the bird's nest snake plant, also known as the Sansevieria trifasciata hani. I'm really trying, guys, with these names. The soil condition is that it tolerates pretty much all kinds of soil conditions. You do need to water it thoroughly from below or at base when the soil is dry, and it needs a drainage hole, so don't overwater. So I do have a few drainage holes at the bottom. By the way, guys, let me show you what I've been using to kind of water my plants, leave it in there, and then put it back on the table. Oh my gosh, it's so messy right now, I'm so sorry, but basically it's just this aluminum foil pan thing. I actually used it to try to transport all of my plants to the upstairs of my house because I have a lot of stairs going up to my condo, so this was really useful for that. But I've also figured out that I can just place the plant in here, hold it up, and let it drain out. It's really helpful. Also, guys, let me show you the disaster of my trunk when I got most of these plants from Star Nursery. And the light conditions of this are that it just needs low light. It does the best in bright light to full shade, so she's very non-high maintenance. She's a good plant if you treat her good. Next plant we've got is honestly the first plant that I've wanted, because I've heard that this type of snake plant, it kind of gives you a better air quality in your home, and honestly it's just so hot in Vegas and I wanted crisper air. Does that make sense? But anyways, this snake plant is called the mother-in-law's tongue snake plant, also known as Dracaena trifasciata. Her soil conditions, she needs free draining soil. I just used that aluminum tin foil pan thing and I just drain her out. This soil does need to dry between waterings. In the winter, which we don't need to worry about right now because it's 102 degrees in Vegas, but in the winter, she does not like too much water. Also, she did turn a little white because I believe I basically sunburned her leaves, and I put too much light because I didn't know any better when I first started. But she's looking still alive, still well. So next up, we'll be moving on to my little succulent table corner thing. So cute. So I've got 3 fake succulents right over here. These ones are the 3 real ones. These are from IKEA, and then these ones are from Star Nursery. It kind of works out because the ones in the front are a little bit smaller than the ones in the back. So the first succulent I've got on this table is the Echeveria. Is it Echeveria or Echeveria? I'm not sure, but Echeveria Pollux. Again, she has like that rosette feature, and when I got her, the purple lining on the outside was very prominent, and she was more like a mint green. Oh, she was just so beautiful. I mean, she still is beautiful. The next succulent I've got on this table is my favorite succulent, maybe just mainly because of the name, but this one is called an Echeveria Ghosty. It's so cute, a ghosty plant. Oh, are you kidding me? My heart. It reminds me of this little meme and of these little ghosts, cartoon ghosts, and she's just so cute. She stands alone. She stands brave and tall. But yeah, that one is Echeveria Ghosty. And the final succulent that I've got on this table is the elephant's foot succulent, also known as Portulacaria Afra. I didn't know, guys, that I actually got a little succulent version of a plant that I already have, so I'll just include that clip from the elephant's foot that I have outside. And outside, I've only got one plant now. It's the elephant's foot plant. The other plant that I had here, she had to go to ICU. I'll show you a clip of her in just a second, but she had to go to my aunt's house because I guess she actually needed to grow from the ground. So she was dying here. This was not the place for her. And the next plant that I have to show you guys would be my favorite name. It is called the Swiss cheese plant, or also known as Monstera deliciosa. She's known as the Swiss cheese plant because look at those holes on her leaves. I think it gives it so much character. I know that she's Monstera because she can grow actually really, really big. She can grow up to 90 feet, I've heard, which is insane. Let's keep her in this pot for now because I'm not trying to have her grow so much right now. But yeah, this is the Swiss cheese plant, also known as Monstera deliciosa. And if you guys used to watch Vines, then you know that this is one of my favorite vines, is when the guy is like eating like a pastry, and then he's like, I took Spanish 1 and Spanish 2. I only learned one word. And then he eats the pastry and he's like, delicioso. Just the way he says it reminds me of this plant, so that's why I love having this plant. Soil conditions for this is that it needs well-drained soil. It does prefer to be moist. The water conditions are, you definitely need to allow the soil to dry between waterings. The lighting conditions are that it prefers a bright room with plenty of shade. No light or not enough light can slow down the growth. I just wanted to show these two new additions. I got a bromeliad, really pretty at the top. This one also from Star Nursery. And the other addition I got was the Velvet Calathea rubifarba, I believe. It's literally got a velvet texture on the actual leaves. So soft. Just remember that I am not an expert and I'm still learning. That's why we have the internet, we have videos, we have Google. Just search how to take care of these plants. I would also recommend probably watching Plantarina on YouTube. But yeah, this has been my plant collection. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.
I've been on my way up, now it's really far down. I don't think I'll feel it when I hit the ground.